Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spring Fever. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFL.
Joined, of course, by the illustrious man himself, the incomparable, the immeasurable, the innumerable, the incredible Eric, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico. Whoa, my man. What is up?
Nothing, man. I'm being tripped out by this new fucking StreamYard fucking thing. Just fucking.
Yeah, so we're using StreamYard. They have the
out, dude.
The
Just tripping me out, man. Just not a fan. Just not a.
So they got a new screen deal where it lets you show what the show looks like in portrait mode.
Yeah. When I did my show yesterday, this was not happening.
Oh, when I did mine yesterday with Chase, we did a surprise gymnasium. You guys should go check it out. It started up like yesterday was the first time that I saw it. They're calling it Mars editing.
But I mean, like when I did mine, it just had the one screen, like the normal, instead of like these two split screens.
Diaz, you're from US? Eric, you from US?
I'm from the United States, yes.
We are from USA, Estados Unidos, the states, the great states, the Midwest to be specific.
Well, I mean, you're from Nebraska. I'm not sure if that counts. But
Hey, Eric. There's parts of Nebraska that are really pretty.
yeah, I've never been there. I'll have to take your word for it.
Damn right. So, of course, the main focus, the main talk of this episode will be the illustrious 112th Grey Cup. Congratulations to the Saskatchewan Roughriders for winning, for like fixing the. You could call it. Okay, when do you call it a drought? When do you call a championship? When do you call it a drought? How long does it have to be?
A drought, Jesus. I'd say 10 years.
It's been 12. 2013 was the last time the Saskatchewan Roughriders won a Grey Cup.
Congrats to Diaz in the chat, dude. Champ.
Hell yeah! Are you from? Where are you from in little Saskatchewan? Or you just root for him? So Eric, I want you before we'll talk Grey Cup, we'll talk CFL season, and don't worry, folks, we will talk a little UFL, who just opened their store today. We'll do a little Black Friday Christmas shopping. But Eric, do you know who has the longest drought from a Grey Cup?
Longest drought. The Red Blacks.
No, they won one in 2016.
BC?
2011. No, BC is second. There's one team that is not won a Grey Cup.
Edmonton.
No, Edmonton was 2015. Like, people forget, like, before, like, 2018, before, like, COVID, the Elks, back then the Eskimos, were one of the best teams.
It's not Hamilton.
It is the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The Hamilton Tiger Cats have not. So here's everyone's. I'll just run through them real quick for you, Eric. So the Saskatchewan Roughriders, now 2024. Before that, it was 2013. The Toronto Argonauts won last year, 2024. Montreal Alouettes won 2023. The Argonauts also won 2022. The Bombers won 2021. And then after that, it is the Calgary Stampeders in 2018, the Ottawa Redblacks in 2016, the Edmonton Elks in 2015, the BC Lions in 2011, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats in 1999.
Okay.
It's been almost they're almost at the 30-year mark. They're at the 26-year mark.
Really?
99 was the last time they won a championship.
Wow. Were you even born in 99?
Yes, Eric. I was 5 years old.
Jesus, you're so fucking young, dude.
99 for a 9-team league.
That is awful, dude.
It is absolutely awful.
Have they ever made it to the fucking finals?
Oh, 2021. It was in Hamilton, and they were so close to winning. That was brutal. I felt so bad for Ticats fans then. Diaz, Trevor Harris is staying on the Riders. Hey, shout out Trevor Harris, the Grey Cup MVP, the man, the myth, the legend. He's 39, so I hope he sticks around. I hope he's got a couple more years in him. It's always hard to tell when you get to that age. And you finally win.
Yeah, does he want to go on top?
I think obviously. So knowing a guy like Trevor Harris, he's gonna be one of those guys that plays until he can't. So I think he sticks around maybe a year or two more. Saskatchewan has the opportunity to have guys behind him. You want to see a little bit. You want to maybe get some backups, get some young blood in there. It's nice that they got Tommy, old Tommy touchdowns there, Tommy Stevens. Tommy Stevens is my favorite short yardage quarterback in the CFL.
It's not Shea. I shouldn't be the league, Patterson.
Number 2. Speaking of which, though, you remember what I said on Spring Fever last week, Eric? Maybe sprinkle a little bit on Shea Patterson first touchdown. Got the first touchdown.
What about sprinkling a little bit on him fumbling at the goal line?
To actually him fumbling the game away and losing Montreal when they had all the momentum.
Did you do any on that, dude?
I did not. That was brutal for us Shea Patterson believers. That hurt. All that goes to prove is that Shea was really an inside job from Saskatchewan, because if you guys remember, he was with the Rough Riders for like the last 3-4 years.
I think I'll approve that he shouldn't be in the league, but tomato.
I don't understand. He's been like a pretty good he was a good backup last year.
Tomato.
I don't know. Davis Alexander, he gutted it out. It was gritty. He was playing hurt. You could tell he was hurt.
Yeah.
Especially like that plant leg for the quarterback. He was hurting, but he's a gutsy dude. He's a gamer, and I love him for it. If you just look at the stats, Eric, like if you just go back and look at the stats, this was one of the more even games. And I feel like the game itself kind of proved that, where it was even at the start, Saskatchewan starts to pull away, and then at the very end, Montreal's like, no, we're not dead yet. And then it felt like they had all the momentum in the world. And then Shea Patterson fumbles, and it tanks it. Because they don't have the juice to drive down the field quickly.
And I mean, Shane Patterson cost him the game, dude. I mean, that's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say, dude. Pato cost him the game.
What'd you think of the Grey Cup, though?
But I mean, when you sit back and you look at Harris, I mean, 23 for 27, 302. I mean, dude. Samuel Amiles, $108. AJ ran for 83. Stevens got did Stevens have like a 2-yard TD run or something?
Dude, Stevens like fourth down when they needed him. Third down when they needed him. Second down when they needed him. Touchdown city. He was all over.
I mean, you look. You kind of feel for Alexander. What was he like? 13-0 going in. Hamstring injury, 3 INTs, but they still were in a position until, guess who? Shane Patterson fumbled the ball. I mean, it was a great finish. It was a wild finish. I had it on one of my screens while I was grinding out the Lions game, but it was good stuff. Props to you for streaming the game, dude.
Dude, the Grey Cup always delivers. The Grey Cup is, I think, consistently, out of like every championship game, I said it last year too. And last year was honestly kind of a blowout. Mm-hmm. But usually, the Grey Cup is the most entertaining, like, championship level football, like championship game every season.
Now, do you think that will be different next year with the rule changes?
So next year, really, realistically, in 2026, the only things that are changing are the Rouge, which is a damn shame, the clock management, and some of the stadiums like seating arrangements.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's all that's changing.
Why would that matter to anything?
What do you mean? Oh, it's because some stadiums they had both the home and away team sitting on the same sideline. Yeah, kind of wild. So they're not doing that anymore.
Okay.
And then the time clock is just, I feel like that's going to have to see it. I don't think it's going to be that much. It's going to affect a ton. The Rouge is the sad one because I love the Rouge.
You love the Rouge?
And like they're effectively eliminating it.
Okay. I like it too.
So this Grey Cup is the last, some people say, true Grey Cup with all the rules as they stand. Next year, I don't think it'll be a major change. It'll be 2027 where it'll look drastically different.
Do you feel that viewership will be down?
Next year?
Yeah.
So I don't think the rules, the changes that they are making will drastically affect the viewership one way or the other. I just don't see how doing this brings in more people. And as someone who's a little bit like on the sidelines or not as like deep in the trenches, Eric, can you answer a question for me? Because I had someone trying to like get into an argument with me on Twitter about this, where they said they think the CFL should be more like the NFL because the NFL is the popular thing, and they think people will go like watch the CFL if it's more similar football that people understand. My whole thing it would be is if the CFL like kind of pushes itself to be more and more similar to the NFL, and where it eventually just becomes like a copy of the NFL with some maybe minor different rule changes. All that would be is you're watching a lesser NFL.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying.
Baba Siggy says, I do like that they won't get a Rouge point for a missed field goal. That one game this year to win a game on a missed field goal. Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
I agree with that.
If that was all they did, that would be fine. But the fact that they are effectively eliminating it for everything besides specific punts kind of bugs me.
How'd you win the game? On a missed field goal.
Hey. Well, it's not just hey, you can miss the field goal, but if it doesn't leave the end zone, like the guy can return it. If he gets out of the end zone, you don't win.
Okay. Right.
Think about that. Think about that, Buster.
Okay.
But what was your answer to the like if the CFL becomes more and more like the NFL?
Oh, I agree. I think it's just going to be a watered down version.
Because I don't know. When I think about why I love leagues like the United Football League or the CFL, I like them for their differences to the NFL. And I like the NFL.
Yeah.
But I like CFL in a different variety because I feel like, it's fast-paced. The quirky rules that are just like, this is what football was in the like 1800s and early 1900s. And the fact that they really haven't changed a ton of the rules since then, I like.
I mean, I think with the CFL has to be different than the NFL. I think they're trying to make it, like you said, a little too much like it. And I think that's going to be a mistake in the long run.
I agree. Maybe in the short term you get people invested, but I feel like if you're trying to like put yourself in the same category as the NFL, you're just going to be an NFL with worse talent.
Mm-hmm. And do you even have a feeder system in the NFL?
I never understand. The NFL will never go for a feeder system like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't need to.
Yeah.
So if you're playing that angle, I think that's just very foolish. Now, let's celebrate the leaders, the statistical leaders of the season, Eric. I'm just going to list you off number one for every stat that they have on the CFL website. By the way, We're getting a new CFL website and stats and everything next season.
Okay.
They will be having a new website. Thank God.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Number one in passing yards, Bo Levi Mitchell, 5,296 passing yards.
Impressive.
Interestingly enough, he also leads in passing touchdowns with 36.
Impressive.
Rushing yards, Calgary's Dedrick Mills, 1,409.
Okay.
AJ Ouellette, though, right there, 12-22. Right behind him. Rushing touchdowns. Now, rushing touchdowns is always funny because you get the short yardage quarterbacks. Because it's Dustin Crum.
Jesus.
In Ottawa, 11. But he's tied. It's a three-way tie. It's Dustin Crum, Dedrick Mills, James Butler.
Okay.
And then it's Nathan Rourke, Justin Rankin, Chris Strevler, AJ Ouellette.
Okay.
Receiving yards, Keon Hatcher. What a great season. BC. Kenny Lawler, too, for Hamilton. Don't. What a fucking season for Kenny Lawler. Speaking of which, receiving touchdowns, Kenny Lawler, 14. The next closest has 9. He was a baller. He was a baller all year.
Was he a baller? Was he a shot caller?
Baller. I don't care about receptions or targets. Eric, the CFL season is done. We are finished.
Uh-huh.
It was long. At some points, you could argue arduous. But the season is done. The Grey Cup capped off. What a fantastic season. I do have to say negative on the Grey Cup in my viewing experience.
Uh-huh.
So here in the States, we have to watch on CBS Sports Network, which they get their feed from TSN. I don't know how close you were paying attention, Eric. Did you see how many blackouts and cuts there were during this game?
No.
There were so many. It was like amateur hour on the broadcast. Only during the game. Commercials obviously fine. Halftime show was fine. Pregame show fine. Postgame show fine.
Okay. Why was that though? Is that
no idea?
TSA or is that CBS Sports?
Well, CBS Sports just uses TSN, and I was looking at the CFL subreddit, and they were having trouble.
Okay.
So it was TSN's broadcast. And there was, like, specific moments, like right before Shea Patterson fumbles, like maybe 10 seconds before he fumbles. Blackout.
Is that a conspiracy?
I just think TSN is, like, not very good at their job sometimes.
Okay.
But I feel like for your championship level game, and for a broadcast network that, like, prides itself on Canada and, like, the Canadian people and experiencing their game, I feel like that's kind of Bush League. And disrespectful, honestly.
I can see where you're coming from.
Any other parting takes on the CFL, Eric?
No. I got nothing.
All right. Moving on to the UFL, baby, because they opened up a shop today. The UFL store is live.
What's the site here?
I'll share my screen. We'll do a little screen sharing. We'll shop the official UFL. Right here.
Looks the same to me, bud.
It's the new one. They got the aviators in here. I will say this: it looks a little sparse, but remember, it was sparse before. Record. Oh, Bob is right. They are moving up the CFL season next year. I don't know if we have exact dates, but I do believe I heard that they are moving it up to try and get it over with before, like, deep into NFL. I really don't know why, particularly. I don't think they're trying to. I think they're trying as best they can to avoid hockey season, but I don't know. That's the CFL for you.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Jim. Nothing screams getting people to buy your gear like having a $55 long sleeve T-shirt.
What about a $70 crew neck?
$60 sandals.
Yeah, Eric. This is exactly. They really didn't change the prices from last year.
There's fucking Mikey Mike trying to make some money.
But this is what they were last year too. The only thing. So again, we've been saying this like for years and years and years. like the UFL stuff is vastly overpriced, which is why you should go to Royal Retros and use promo code Spring Fever for 10% off. Not only is Royal Retros cream of the crop when it comes to the UFL merch, but they got old USFL merch. You want some Philadelphia Stars? Guess what? They're not a team anymore. You can still rep them. Mm-hmm. You want some old CFL America teams? You want a Baltimore Stallions hoodie? Royal Retros has that for you. Use promo code Spring Fever, all one word, all caps, for 10% off. Yeah, so like this is what it's been for like the last 2 years, though. This is the merch has been very expensive, but I will say this.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, go with what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say like they do when it's like it comes time for like sales. The like once the season's in the off season, or like even this Black Friday, the sales are usually a good deal.
Oh, of course they are, with how bad everything is overpriced.
It is overpriced. The quality's great. Super overpriced. Man. This is what I'm talking. This is the only thing I would think about getting.
What is that?
You want a little phantom robe? It's a robe.
$100.
I would fuck around so hard with a what's the best logo that would go on a robe? Gamblers is pretty good. Kings is actually pretty good on a robe.
How can you become a robe model? All right, so
I fuck with that. Even at $100, I fuck with that.
Hold on. I'm on Fanatics right now. Okay. I'm looking at Detroit Lions robes.
Oh yeah, they're like $60, $70, right?
42.
Yeah.
42.
Yeah.
More than double, Jim.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild how much the merch is.
Than double.
Store's been pretty bad for a minute. I don't know why they price things so high.
I have no idea either. I'd be interested to see at the stadium how much shit is.
Oh, like in person? I feel like so I talked with people that were in market, and like there are department stores that are in like Birmingham or St. Louis, wherever, that get like licensing rights for official merch. It is cheaper at stores.
Cheaper at stores.
Yeah, they said like it was cheaper like in local stores and whatnot.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. I would just go to Royal Retros.
I would too.
Actually, let me go there right now. Let's see. Royal Retros. Let's just do UFL, whatever. Let's look at the... They don't have the new teams yet. I will say that. But let's say Arlington Renegades right here. You get an Arlington Renegades... Oh... pair of shorts for $40. T-shirt $30. Satin jacket is $200, but damn, that looks good. 10% off. Oh my god, dude! It's a bomber jacket.
Look at that, dude.
Oh my god, that's hot. Yeah, this shit's way more. Oh, long sleeve shirt, $35.
Yep. It's embarrassing, man.
They've been that way for a while. That's the UFL for you. Their store's always been bad.
It is embarrassing, Jim.
I don't feel like it's any more embarrassing than it has been. I don't know why it's always been so expensive. I don't know why they insist on doing it. The prices are crazy. The quality is up there. Like, I will say the quality is fantastic. I've gotten a couple things. Price is crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know what I bought most of my merch, Eric? Because I think most of the stuff I have is like XFL 2020 stuff. I bought it when it folded. 80, 90% off.
Respect.
Oh, baby. Got it. Got it.
You gotta cut those corners when you have to, Jim.
Any other takes, Eric? Any other takes on spring football, Canadian football you want to fire off your chest?
Shrink the season. My old ass can't take them this much Canadian football.
I vehemently disagree. It's the same length as an NFL season. I'll say that every time.
Yeah, dude. It was a fun time streaming the game with you.
It was because that was a wild time, dude.
I chimed in a little bit. I didn't know you had a kidnapper ban. But
I don't anymore. It
was a good time.
It was a great time.
I am not looking forward to the UFL starting.
I like Eric just like completely on his anti-UFL kick. I'm loving this. I can't wait till the season starts now.
I mean, yeah.
All right, folks.
We can tweet what old Mikey Mike and just be like, "Hey, Mike, these are some great prices at your shop."
Yeah. Hit him up. Actually, the UFL store has its own Twitter account now, and it's been tweeting at people too. It's been responding.
It's been responding. Oh my god!
It's very professional. It's very professional.
Very professional. Jesus.
I would say so.
What is their handle?
Pretty sure it's at the UFL shop.
UFL shop. It's been tweeting at people. Let's see some of these tweets, dude. Oh, and you follow him, Jimmy?
Of course I follow him. How do you expect me not to follow him?
It seems like there was very little to no effort to put into the clothing or the website with all the items being the same and the price unreasonably high. Why are there no Under Armour products either? Hi there. We really appreciate your patience. Though we won't be adding any additional items this week, we promise we'll be adding new products every week. So please keep your eye out. Sam.
Yeah, it's HR response.
As usual, I'll be waiting for sales before purchasing. Prices seem steep.
They are.
But the sales they offer are solid. Hey, will the hoodie designs for the youth hoodies be made? Hey, Andrew, thanks for signing. I mean, geez, dude. Maddie. Yeah, dude, like... These prices are outrageous. Hey, Lee, we'll be adding new products every week to help fill every category. They're all just replying the same thing, basically saying, thanks for your patience. We'll be...
Heck yeah, dude. They just put the intern on it.
It's really a fucking AI. And it's like, say this, but say it in a different way. Oh my god, that's funny. That is fucking funny, dude.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching Spring Fever. Follow that man at eTop21 Sports. Follow me at XFL Jim, and make sure you go to Rail Retros. Make sure you use promo code Spring Fever, all caps, all one word, for 10% off. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.